To start things off, let me just quickly explain what this game is. Legends of Runeterra is a type of CCG that is mainly based on the lore of the popular game League of Legends. Collectible card game, or CCG, is generally defined as a game where players collect cards, create a deck with those cards, and battle other players with their own created decks. Legends of Runeterra is Riot's version of this type of game. I will just discuss here how to play the game, and this is for someone who have not played the game yet, or even the other CCG games out there like Hearthstone or Gwent. Your main goal for this game is to destroy the enemy nexus before they destroy yours. Yours and your enemy's nexus have 20 health points, which you will have to reduce to 0 for it to be destroyed. You do this by playing your own cards. So what are the cards in this game? There are mainly three kinds of cards. There are the champions, which has their own unique effects and abilities, and they can also level up. There are the followers, who are also units, and spells, which mainly focus on effects and other attack, but they have no attack or health points. You will be able to play these cards with mana. Aside from mana, you can also see here that in the cards, you have these numbers below the card art. The left number is the attack power of the card, while the left number is the health point of the card. Attack power is how much damage the card will deal when it attacks, while the health point is how much it can take before it dies. Each card has their own region being the place where they are located. Currently, there are a total of 9 regions in the game. So why is this important? Well, you can only create your deck using 2 of the regions. This limits the deck building capabilities, but also makes you think what cards and region will work together. Mana in this game is a valuable resource because it dictates what you can and cannot play. You can only check your mana on the bottom right corner of the screen, and as you can see, there are two types of mana in this game. The blue bars above is your regular mana. This is the one used to summon units and can also be used to cast a spell. All the players will start off with 1 mana at the start of the game and will increase by 1 every time the round ends. The second type of mana is the little bars below your main mana. This is called the spell mana. Unlike the mana above, this can only be spent on spell cards. You cannot use them to summon a unit or a follower, and mana that is not spent during the last turn will be converted into spell mana. However, it is important to note that spell mana only maxes out to 3 points. Spell mana will be consumed first than regular mana if you are going to cast a spell. The game alternates to attack or defense every turn. You will randomly get either attacking or defending at the start of the game. As you can see on the right side of the screen, one of the players has the sword token on their side. This is called the attack token, and this means that they are the ones who are attacking. The player who has the attack token will be the first one to move for the round. After a player makes their move, you will also make your own. You can summon a unit, you can play a spell. It really depends on how you play and plan for the round. We are now be learning about keywords and spells. Spells is what make this game unpredictable at times, at least for me. Some spells can deal damage to units and even directly to the Nexus, or some can even directly kill champions. There are numerous spell cards in the game, but they are generally divided into 3 categories: burst, fast, and slow. Burst spells can be cast during combat and will not pass the turn to your enemy. fast spells can also be used during combat, but it will also give time for your enemy to cast their own spell, while slow spells cannot be used during combat. For the keywords, these are the special effects on units. Champions and followers can have them. Here are some of the keywords in the game. Fearsome, which a unit needs to be at least 3 attack to block this attacking unit. Overwhelm, which these units attack can pass through enemy blockers if they have lesser health than its attack. And Elusive, which makes this unit unblockable except for other elusive units. This is the very basic rules and mechanics of the game. There are many more that I was not able to explain, but I will be inserting a game here that I played where I will be explaining the other concepts of this game. Okay, so here is a game where I can explain the other concepts of the game. So this is what it looks like after starting a game with an enemy. And before the round starts, there's actually a phase called mulligan. That's the term generally called by the community, where you can just pick a card from any of these four first draw cards from your deck, and then you can actually replace them with other cards where you're going to draw for the slot of the cards. So as you can see, I will just be replacing this one here. So this will go back on the deck, and I will be given another one. So the draws here are all random. It really depends on what your deck has. So since I don't have mana, as you can see here, as discussed earlier, this is the mana. And since I only have one mana at the start of the game, and as you can see, I don't have a card that costs only one mana. So this is the mana right here, the blue circle above. So I'm just going to pass my turn since I don't have any play. So as you can see, um, the enemy has the sword token here. That means it has the attack token. So that means they are the first one to move, and they will be the ones who are able to attack. So for now, I'm just going to summon a unit here, and I'm just going to summon the fading icon. So as you can see, when I summoned the 2 mana card, my mana here disappeared. So that's how that works. So as mentioned earlier, since they have the attack token, they will be able to attack, which is this is what it looks like. And for you, you can actually block the attackers. So you can simply drag a unit and they will be able to block. And then for the round to end or for your turn to end, you can just click this circle here, and they will go into combat. Since I don't have any plays left, I'm just going to pass. And now this is round 3. So for now, I can actually just summon one of my units. Okay, so this is the one of the keywords that I'm talking about earlier, which is this is called spell shield. So as you can see, it negates the enemy spell or skill that would affect this unit. So, and I'm just going to show you a spell, this is one of the spell categories earlier that I said. This is a fast spell, which can be played at any time but allow the opponent to respond. So that's how fast spell works. And by the way, this is one of the keywords, last breath. Basically, there are many keywords in this game, so it really depends on the card that you're playing. So right now, uh, I'm just going to pass here. I'm not going to attack yet. Okay, so I'm going to play this card for now. So this card, as I said earlier, there are many cards that has special effects on them. So this deck basically thrives on killing units and then making this Nasus grow. So as you can see, he will be receiving +1/+1. That means +1 attack and +1 health every time you kill a unit. That includes your own. So that's the main point of this deck. This is just one of the many concepts of the game. So I'm just going to focus on trading kills and trading cards. Trading meaning killing their unit. So I'm just going to, as I said, I'm just going to trade. I'm just going to kill two of his units. Yes, as you can see, this is my Nexus and this is his Nexus. So if the unit doesn't have a blocker, it will directly hit your Nexus for whatever damage they have, which is either 3 and 1. So as you can see, I received 4 damage there. Okay, so I'm just going to play Cursed Keeper for now. Okay, so this is one of the slow spells in the game. So as you can see, he casted a slow spell. That means I can actually respond with my own spell. This is the difference between burst, fast, and slow. So I can actually do this. As you can see, my spell even went first before his slow spell. So for now, I'm just going to summon a unit. Okay, I'm going to attack here because uh, let me just explain what my logic here is. So I'm just going to attack here because first one, this unit has 4 attack, and as you can see, every every one of his units has less than 4 health. So that means uh, even this one blocks, or even if this one blocks, it will still die. So as I mentioned earlier, the point of this deck that I'm using is to uh, utilize killing units. So once I kill a unit, this champion will be receiving plus one attack and +1 health. So once we summon him earlier, he's going to be a large unit. It's going to be hard to kill for him. So we're just going to do a trade here. Trading meaning my unit will kill his unit, so that's fine. Okay, so this is the champion that I'm talking about earlier. Since we already killed 7 of them, he already has +7 attack and +7 HP. So instead of a him being a 2/2, 2 attack and 2 health, he became a 9 attack, 9 health. So that's actually the point of the deck. So I'm just going to summon him now. So that we will not be receiving any damage here, I'm just going to block. You can use this eye icon here to for the system to automatically predict what will happen next, except for the draws and whatever the enemy plays. As you can see, it automatically computes what HP Nasus will have after this combat. So as you can see, 9 minus 4 is 6. So I'm just going to block here and block this one. Or I can just use this to level up Nasus. So okay, so let me just quickly explain what I will do here. So Nasus, his condition for him to level up, which will result him being like this, is for him to strike at 10 damage. And for him to strike at 10 damage, now that he's currently 9-9, I will have to kill a unit for him to get the aura that is +1/+1. So first, I initially planned to do it like this because I will be able to I will be able to save a lot more HP in this case because this actually has overwhelm. So as I mentioned earlier that overwhelm keyword, it goes through the enemy's HP if it has lesser HP than its attack. So let me just show you what this results. So if you're going to see the after results, I will be reduced to 3. So the 3 damage actually came from the overwhelm, which is uh, f- which is the overlapping damage with this 1 HP because this unit has 4 attack and this unit only has 1 HP. So um, 4 minus 1, which leaves us to 3, and the overlapping 3 damage will go directly to my Nexus. But that is just because of this keyword, which is overwhelm. So I will do this right now since first one, it doesn't really have that many cards left. And as you can see, there's actually also animations when a champion levels up. As you can see, he already leveled up. So Nasus's level up is actually a really good one because as you can see here, he will still gain +1 attack and +1 HP every time a unit is killed. But as you can see here, after he levels up, enemies will have -1 attack. So every time he summons a unit which has an attack, it will automatically be reduced by 1. So this is the power of champions. They can actually turn the tides of most games if you meet the right conditions. That's why building a deck considering the champions' abilities, not only champions but also their followers, is actually a huge deal. So for now, I'm just going to pass since I don't really have anything else to do. I don't have any mana. Now, this is actually something called an open attack. Open attack means once you receive the attack token, you will not summon anything and you will just directly attack so that your enemy cannot really summon anything else since you did not summon anything else too. So the benefit of this in this case only is first, let me just show you the keyword that makes Nasus powerful here. So as mentioned earlier, it also has a fearsome keyword. So these are the keywords. As you can see, it has fearsome, which fearsome can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power. So power is this one right here, the attack power. So if we check the board right now, the enemy actually only has 1 unit and it's not a 3 powered unit. That means unless he has a spell that can stop Nasus from attacking, he will be dealing with 12 damage as you can see. So he will be dealing with 12 damage unless he has a spell that can stop Nasus. So I'm just going to attack. This is the benefit of open attacking if you have met the right conditions. So as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, every unit that he summons will automatically reduced by 1 power because of my Nasus leveled up. So I'm going to show you a spell that is actually a slow spell that is the very main combo of this deck. So as I mentioned earlier, you can create very powerful combos with the right combinations of cards. So this is the main combo of the deck. So first one is we need to make Nasus large enough, meaning it should have high enough power, at least enough to take the enemy's Nexus down. And then there's actually a card called Atrocity. So as we can see here, Atrocity is a fast spell, and the description is kill an ally to deal damage equal to its power to anything. Anything, meaning including the Nexus. So the combo here is to actually kill Nasus, kill him voluntarily, and then deal damage to the enemy Nexus. So as you can see, whatever what the power of Nasus here is basically this is a 7 mana deal 12 to the enemy Nexus. That's what's happening because it will kill this unit, and then whatever power this unit has, it will deal it to the target that you chose, which is I chose his Nexus. So that means it's going to take 12 damage to his Nexus. And that's the main point of this deck. So kill trade units until you make Nasus large enough, and then cast this spell if you have it. So I'm just going to do it right now, and unless he has the deny, he will not be winning this round. So as you can see, that's the main combo of the deck. So honestly, there are many combos of the deck, depending on what you enjoy to play. It really depends to you. So I hope this tutorial helps, and I hope I will see you on the games that I will play soon. Goodbye.